If you feel some type of way about rejection, this video is for you. What's good, YouTube? Jim back again with another video. I came across this clip, the pop the balloon clip. And what I realized is a lot of guys have a problem with rejection, right? And this is something that I noticed in my personal life. And this is something that I noticed on this show, right? And this made me realize like this is an important conversation. So let's talk about it.
The reason why I popped it is because someone else told me that I'm too short, so I figure you're taller than me, so I probably won't be your type. So
when a guy gets rejected and he gets upset, it's because he's not used to being rejected, because he's not used to approaching, because he's so afraid of being rejected, he doesn't try. This is the type of mentality that these type of men have. They don't approach, so they don't get rejected. They don't like being rejected, right? I've had friends like this as well. They didn't approach, they didn't want to do certain things because they didn't want to fail. They didn't want to be rejected. Rejection is a part of the process. The problem with being rejected, especially publicly, is you think everyone around you is judging you because you're being rejected, right? You think everyone is laughing at you because she turned you down. And this is not the case at all. But because you think this way, you never try to approach that girl, right? Because you think she's going to reject you.
And now, is he someone that's your type?
No. No.
Okay, and why not?
Height, mainly.
Okay.
That might be an issue.
too short?
We about the same height.
What? I'm 6 foot.
Oh,
What?
How tall are you?
5 feet. But in these heels, I feel like I'm giving a little bit taller.
No.
As you see in this clip, this guy gets rejected one time. And then when the next girl comes, he automatically pops his balloon.
All the balloons still unpopped? Okay, not anymore. We do have one that popped. Let's go on over here and ask him why he ended up popping. Your name and age and why you popped your balloon.
All right, my name is Bassi. I'm 36. Oh, you did look good, by the way. The reason why I popped it is because someone else told me that I'm too short, so I figure you're taller than me, so I probably won't be your type. So, yeah.
But is she your type?
She look all right. Okay. But I just had to pop. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, is he someone that's your type?
I feel like you popped your balloon prematurely because, I'm wearing heels, so I don't know what your height limit is.
I'm 6 foot. It just, I don't know. Yeah.
So is she too tall for you? Is that what you're saying?
I just had to pop it because I figured she was gonna say that I'm like too short for her. So I don't know. So yeah.
I didn't say height was a deal breaker, but
Okay.
that's fine. That's fine. Okay.
Why? Because he feared rejection because of his height, right? He said he was 6 foot. The girl turned him down because he was 6 foot because, apparently that's too short now. Which I don't care. Like if you think that's too short, if that's your preference, that's your preference. It has nothing to do with that guy. And that's the problem is you take it so personally. In his mind, he's tall. And 6 foot is tall. So in his mind, he's tall. And when she rejected him for being too short, that made him feel some type of way. So when the next girl came out, she was a lot taller than the last girl. So in his head, he's like, she's going to reject me because I'm too short. So he automatically popped his balloon. But in reality, she wasn't going to reject him at all. But he felt some type of way because of what the last girl did. He felt embarrassed for being rejected, but the people around him did not care that he was rejected. This is what you have to understand. When I see a guy walk up to a girl and approach her in a public place and get rejected, I'm like, you might not have gotten the result that you wanted, but you went out there and tried when nobody else did. I remember going to a frat party and I remember seeing like all these guys looking at this one girl, but nobody wanted to approach. So I guess, for me, like my competitive nature, I'm like, I'm gonna approach her, right? Because nobody else wants to do it. Like nobody else wants to do it. And I don't care. Like I don't care about rejection. Matter of fact, it was a point in my life where I was like, I wanted to be rejected. Because I used to feel some type of way about rejection and I hated that feeling. Like I wanted to be rejected so many times where I was just used to it. Where that feeling, like I was no longer bothered by rejection. And that's how you have to be. That's where you need to be, right? Because I understand rejection is nothing. Like me being rejected has nothing to do with me, right? It's her preference, right? If I approach her, she thinks 5'10" is too short, that has nothing to do with me because there's plenty of women out here who think 5'10" is too tall, who think 5'10" is a perfect height, right? Her rejecting me because of whatever reason, like I don't care, like it doesn't matter. because it has nothing to do with me. And the problem is you take rejection so personally. I don't, because it's not personal. Like, it's not personal is what you have to understand. Everybody has preferences. You're just not that person's preference, which that saves you time because y'all not a match. At the end of the day, when somebody rejects you, the only thing that's being communicated is you're not a match. So it just saves you some time anyway. Maybe you were attracted to her. Maybe you did want her. However, it's not a match. If you have a fear of rejection, you need to be rejected more. You need to approach more. Rejection is just a part of it. It's a part of life. It's the fact that you have so much ego is why it hurts. But once you drop that ego and realize that it's just not a match, it changes your perspective. That's all I want to do. In this video, I want to change your perspective on rejection, because rejection isn't that bad. Rejection isn't bad at all. I want to be rejected. Reject me. I don't care. If you feel uncomfortable, don't try to fight this uncomfortness. Make yourself even more uncomfortable. I'm telling you, it sounds weird and it sounds counterintuitive, but it works. And this works with everything. If fear of rejection, be rejected more. If you have a fear of something, just do it, because at the end of the day, if you want to be good at something, you're going to have to face that fear. Everybody fears something initially. Everybody goes through it. I remember when I first went to the gym, I had this fear, right? I had this fear of being embarrassed of doing an exercise wrong because I didn't know what I was doing. But at the end of the day, nobody is judging you for messing up. Nobody is judging you for failing. Nobody is judging you. Like, the only person who feels embarrassed is you. Nobody cares. Matter of fact, they're proud of you for even trying. They're proud of you for starting that membership. They're proud of you for approaching this girl. Let's just say you're in a room with 50 people. You could say at least 30 people want to talk to this one girl, but nobody's doing it. You decided to get up. You had the courage to approach her, right? Whatever the outcome, at the end of the day, you got up and you did something that nobody wanted to do, that everybody else was afraid to do. Everybody felt embarrassed to do. And even if you do still have that fear, you still overcome that fear and do it anyway. Rejection is just a part of the process. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. The things I want for myself are the same things I want for you guys.